right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
Alright, hello everyone. We are back here for another weather video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, taking a look firstly at the national view. And as you can see, there is not a whole lot going on overall. We have the western half of the country completely dry. We don't have anything going on. Central part of the region, we got down in Nebraska, Kansas, we got a freeze watch that is in effect. I'll get to that in just a moment. But otherwise, we got, freeze warnings going down and all the way down to Texas. Quite interesting there. We got wind advisories down south, and we have a bunch of rain going on in the, eastern regions near, Kentucky and Tennessee and surrounding areas. And then we have the hurricane, of course, Hurricane Melissa, that has unfortunately done quite a toll on Jamaica, and it also went through Cuba this morning and last night. Made landfall on the eastern side of Cuba. I think it was a Category 3 is what I heard. It's a Category 2 now. It is faded. This storm is not what it was, which is good. But unfortunately, the damage has been done, and Jamaica unfortunately got hit very hard. And we'll provide more updates as we get them. There has been some casualties. I don't know the exact amount. I'm sure there's a lot of injuries as well, and a lot of damage. I know and a lot of flooding. Just a mess. And unfortunately, just for people down there, that is what's going on. So Category 2 hurricane will move through the Atlantic, and that's about it. So it'll pass through the eastern side of the Bahamas, and then it'll fade away as it goes into the Atlantic, but unfortunately the damage has been done. So back in our region, the only thing we have to really talk about here, we have a freeze watch that is in effect here. It says sub-freezing temps in the mid-20s to 30 degrees for south central Nebraska. This is for late tonight through Thursday morning. Frost and freeze conditions could kill crops and other sensitive vegetation and possibly damage unprotected outdoor plumbing such as hoses and sprinklers. That's all that it has to say. This is for Lincoln, Grand Island, Kearney, Hastings, Nebraska. So if you're in that area, just be aware of that. Otherwise, the rest of our region, we literally have nothing going on. I mean, it is quiet as can be in the weather department. Now, if we look at temperatures, current temperatures, I wanted to briefly touch on this. We do have some cool temperatures going on right now. We got 42 in Sioux Falls. It's a chilly start to your day. 38 in Brookings, 35 in Aberdeen, 33 in Mulbridge, and then out west, how about 32 in Rapid City? Wow, it is chilly out here. 23 down in Pine Ridge. Wow, that is very cold. That is some of the coldest air we've seen in a long time, probably since February or March, probably the last time that we've seen temps that cold. 32 in Valentine, 29 in Winter. Wow, that is some cold air. 42 in Grand Island, 44 in Omaha, 47 in Des Moines, 44 in Mason City, 43 in Spencer, 49 in Iowa City. And then up in Minnesota, finally, 45 in the cities, 47 in St. Cloud, 44 in Mankato, 37 in Marshall. So it is chilly out there, and the farther west you go, the chillier you're going to get. We got 20s and 30s right now for temperatures out west. So we're going to jump ahead to what's next here in our forecast, and we'll look at the models, of course, as always. But first, let's hear that brief word from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
All right, so taking a look at your future radar picture. Today, again, not seeing a whole lot here. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. Now, tonight, there will be a chance for some very light rain showers near Sioux Falls, as you can see there. Some very spotty, light showers. And then for tomorrow, your Halloween forecast, things are looking fairly good. Now, I will say Thursday night into Friday morning, there could be some rain showers in Minnesota and northeast South Dakota. And then maybe by the afternoon, early afternoon, there could be a few light showers around our region, eastern South Dakota, Minnesota. But those will quickly fade as we go into the evening hours. So your Halloween forecast does look good. We've been saying that for many days now, that our Halloween forecast, we're looking good. Looking fairly dry overall. Not really seeing a whole lot. And then for your weekend, Saturday, looking dry. Not seeing a whole lot in this for rain. Not seeing a whole lot of moisture at all. And then on Sunday, November 2nd, not seeing a whole lot either. So looking pretty dry. Now, Sunday night, there could be some rain showers in northeast South Dakota into Minnesota. So something to keep an eye on there. But it'll be very quick. That will move out. And then Monday, dry. Not seeing anything there. Tuesday, same thing. We're not seeing anything. And then on Wednesday, same thing. Not seeing anything in this forecast. So for the foreseeable future, we are looking at a dry forecast. We are not seeing hardly anything. Not much to talk about. There is a whole lot of nothing for the next foreseeable future for at least a week in this forecast. Now, if we go to the temperature map and take a look at what we got here. So today, highs in the 40s and 50s. We got low 50s for Sioux Falls. So we will rebound a little bit here. We'll get into the 40s and 50s. And then overnight lows in the 30s. And then for your day tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s for most of us, with the exception of the Black Hills, of course. They will be stuck in the 30s for temperatures. Otherwise, mid-50s for Sioux Falls, Aberdeen, Pierre, and Rapid City. And then as we take a look at Friday, this is your Halloween forecast. And it's a chilly one. It's actually the coldest day of the entire forecast, which is kind of ironic. But it is going to be the coldest day out of this forecast. So buckle up for a chilly Halloween. But actually, compared to previous years, it actually is not that bad. We've had much colder Halloweens before. So we'll take mid-40s. That is not bad. It's obviously chilly, but it could be a lot worse. We could see snow. We could see a lot cooler weather. So we'll take what we can get. Mid-40s for a high there for most of us here. And then overnight lows will be in the 20s, so that your Friday night, Halloween night, we're looking at 20s out west and 30s in the east. So it is going to be a cool Halloween night. And then the following day, going into Saturday, we're still going to be pretty chilly in the east. We're going to have temperatures still in the mid-40s again. But then you'll notice a trend. We see 50s returning to the forecast out west. So western South Dakota, Black Hills region will be warmer. And then on Sunday, looking at temperatures back into the 70s out west. 70s in western Nebraska and South Dakota. And then 50s in Sioux Falls and the east. And then what do we see on Monday? Well, 60s returning to the forecast for Sioux Falls. So looking at low 60s there. 60s for most of us in our area. And then on Tuesday, November 4th, we're looking at, once again, a nice mild day. temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Maybe a few 60s in the panhandle of Nebraska, but for most of us, in the 50s. And then on Wednesday, November 5th, look at that. We got temperatures in the 60s returning. 60s in Nebraska, 60s in Iowa, 60s in South Dakota. Overall, a very mild forecast there. And how about Thursday, November 6th, a sneak peek, 50s and 60s once again in the forecast. So we're looking at a very mild forecast. Basically, after Friday and Saturday, we're looking at a warm-up. So it's going to get warm again. And, we'll see what happens later next week and the following weekend. We could start to dip, but for the foreseeable future, we're looking at a overall mild forecast. So that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let us know your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll be back as always we post daily. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. We'll continue to provide updates as we get them. We'll provide updates on Jamaica and that Hurricane Melissa and more. And then we will, of course, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.